Today, 22 young people from all over the world, 18 countries, 13 languages, all of them have come here to the UN to bring out the voices of the 33 young Gazans who wrote these monologues.
The idea came after the war, the 22 days of the attack of the Israeli army on Gaza in 2008-2009. No one really have heard the actual stories of the people to know who the Gazans are, what they think, how they live. What I wanted is some sort of awareness in the world and solidarity after such horrific attack on the people. The young people had lost all their beliefs and hopes in any future. We wanted everybody to understand what's going on, really on the ground, to really get to know the people of Palestine and Gaza in particular. That's why the stories of Amani or Mahmoud or Ala or Amjad or all these young people were real people with faces and stories and names and lives. They've been imprisoned for 4 years and their voices were not able to get out. And on top of that, they were attacked and killed and injured or lost their loved ones. If the world didn't know exactly what's going on, there will not be any change. Ashtar Theatre has a very good international network, and throughout the years we've been able to really have good connection with theatres from around the world. We contacted all the groups that participated in the Gaza Monologues, asking them to nominate one person to come to New York, and 22 countries have agreed, and they sent their young people.
I come from Lebanon.
I come from Switzerland.
I'm from Greece.
From Sweden.
I'm from Oxford in England.
I'm from New York.
I wanted them to really feel that they are one family, that the ice is broken. I wanted them to breathe together, to understand their bodies and their body and the body of the other people with them, because in the end our body is important, is our tool in theater. But besides that, there was also the technique of voice and breathing that Shona Cantor from Voice Theatre, my partner in working with the group in New York, was also working with them, because breathing channel emotions and channel understanding, and so through your breathing and your voice you could really express and you could become a more aware body and soul.
Was wir am meisten lieben, sind Hühner.
The decision of using the different languages in the performance was multi-layered as well. There is a beauty also in the different voices and the different sounds. We're not here to speak in one language. We're here to really address the different backgrounds, the different cultures. The Gaza Monologues are not only about Gaza anymore. The Gaza Monologues are about atrocities around the world. The Gaza monologues are about children that should not be living under oppression. Children should not be suffering from wars. Children should be living beautiful life.
I felt very excited because I wanted to change something in that world, to print something in this world, and this project actually allowed me to do that.
In Switzerland, not a lot of people knows nothing about the Gaza war. Before I came to this theater in Zurich, I didn't know anything. I did not know anything about the war, so I think we have to look more to the world and not just to us.
They do not lead one-sided lives. It's not just war and death and destruction. It's also life, hope, dreams.
I'd like to say that being here for these 10 days and like living and working with these people just really, it was such a great experience. There's nothing like it. I'm very, very sad that I'll be leaving. It's kind of like breaking a family apart. But we all have this to remember, and we all really hope that Gaza something happens to help them.
I think for me, before doing these monologues, Gaza's always been sort of the other side of the world. And these monologues have sort of brought the whole Palestinian issue and the occupation of Palestine into view, and it's easier for me to understand it now. And I think it's more real. It's less something that you see on TV and more something that is really happening. And the fact that it's using children and their voice is quite powerful, I think.
We were connected to the other group, the writers, through the monologues. Now we were connected by Skype, so directly, we felt like they were like us. So when I was talking with the writer, I felt like he was me and I was him.
Yesterday we managed to Skype with them, video chat, and that was really meaningful because I met the person who wrote my monologue, Ahmed, and I was sort of talking about the monologue, and it was like we'd never met before. We're from polar opposites, you know, our sort of cultures and backgrounds are completely different, but we had this monologue that connected us, and I thought that was really powerful, and it made all his words suddenly so much more meaningful.
You're so powerful. I'm really touched by your monologue.
We didn't think that we'd be so emotional, but when you connect the face to the text, it becomes more real, and you realize that these kids are living through this every day, and it touches you in a way that you can't. It's something that makes you more passionate about what you're doing. And I think that after having these conversations, all of us performed our monologues during rehearsals much better and with a newfound emotion and strength.
Yesterday morning, we had a live Skype with the Gaza monologue writers. And that was so emotional morning because we could talk with the people we play. And I saw Amani and it was like, wow, I thought I know this person.
I connected so much to your monologue, and I feel like I know you.
After this morning, we were Skyping with the people from Gaza, the one who wrote the monologues, and now I just feel like, I just feel hopeful and grateful to be able to do it. So just exciting, actually.
Sorry for them, and I don't wish to be like them because they're in diaspora and they plant their dreams in a land that's not theirs. Dreams grow with the people and the country.
Sehe den Schmerz, die Traurigkeit und Tragödie. Aber Gaza ist wie ein Phönix. Er steht aus den Aschen auf. Wenn die Welt glaubt, es ist vorbei, verwundet, tot. Es steht wieder auf. Nach anderen Schlägen stärker und entschlossener als vorher.
Instead of music and acting schools, Gaza became a school for shooting and murder.
Hello, my name is Rian. I'm from Gaza. What I love most in Gaza is Barcelona Park. I used to go there 3 times a week. I would spend the whole day on the swings, laughing and playing with my friends. But during the war, the occupation bulldozed it and destroyed it.
I feel that all of Gaza is sitting on moving sands. Any madness you can imagine could happen in 1 second in this place.
وفعلا وقع سلمان في الفخ وجاب لنا الخبز وما خلينا يطلع. تاني يوم الصبح صحينا على صاروخ فوسفور عبق الشارع. كلنا صرنا نبكي ودموعنا تنزل من الفوسفور. وكان الصاروخ اهون علينا من شماتة بابا فينا. صار يقولنا قلت لكم خلونا في دارنا احسن لنا، الواحد تتحملوش غير داره وخدوا يا كلام. اللي زاد الطين بله انه الجامع والبيت اللي جنب بيت اختي انهدم من القصف، والباقي عندكم شو صار ابوي بده يسوي فينا.
I Gaza finns ingen tromhet. Inte heller finns några barn här. En pojke föds som en man och en flicka föds som en kvinna.
I love life, love to play, and love people. I wish I could be president of Palestine for 1 day so that I could enrich love and peace between people, end this hatred and spite in their hearts, and end the internal division. This would be my first presidential decision.
I would spend the whole day on the swings, laughing and playing with my friends.
That they started coming and you hearing them coming in. Okay. But it's a bit further.
روحوا انتوا وانا بالحفله. نور قدامك ناس قوميهم.
I dream of living 1 day in freedom.
J'aurais juste envie d'un
Mijn hele leven dacht ik dat Gaza de mooiste en de grootste stad op aarde was. But once I went with my dad to Jaffa and came back with my head spinning. I felt that Gaza was the size of a needle hole. And it wasn't beautiful, and it keeps getting smaller and worse. No one can breathe. And on top of it all, now we're not allowed to travel. Elke keer als ik door de straten van Gaza loop, lijk ik te stikken. Jaffa's picture won't leave my mind. And I ask myself, where are we? And where is the world? That's why I'm always at the sea. Because I feel it's not from Gaza. I keep writing my name in the sand, and then the waves come and erase it. Before the war, I wanted to be an electronics engineer. But since the war, I hate going to school. I feel I won't be anything important in my life. And even if I will, so what? It's all the same in this city. Am I going to be the prettiest flower on a garbage heap? When the bombing began, all the schools in Gaza went home, except us. The principal wouldn't let us leave. All the kids, they freaked out and went out into the schoolyard in a second. The weird thing is that I'm in a Zaytunes school, the one near the Ministry of Passports, which got hit first. With the first hit, a piece of rocket flew into the biggest tree in the school and sliced it in two like a sugar cane. As soon as we saw that, no one stayed in school. Students, teachers, or the principal, we all fled for our lives. I thought the only martyr that I would see in the war is that tree. But as soon as I got home, there were 4 martyrs in our street, as though waiting for me to say goodbye to them. When I was done with that, 3 more martyrs from the same family arrived. As soon as we buried them and returned, our neighbor's house, 2 houses down the street, was bombed by the army, and the house was wiped off the ground. Everyone died. I felt most sad for the little girls. I felt the war was targeting me alone. Out of all the people in Gaza, all day I'd been seeing martyrs. In the Shifa hospital, I saw a sight that I will never forget. Hundreds of corpses, one on top of the other. Their flesh, their blood and their bones all melting on each other. You wouldn't know the man from the woman or even the child. Piles of flesh on the beds and lots of people screaming and crying, not knowing where their kids are, their men or their women. When I got home from hospital that night, I was awake till morning from fear. Ik dacht dat ik alleen die nacht niet zou slapen, maar tot op de dag van vandaag kan ik ze voor me zien. En dan kan ik niet slapen.
Etter krigen har jeg forandret meg innvendig på mange måter. Jeg ser annerledes på ting. Jeg liker byen min bedre, og livet finere.
So I'm in up and I'll show you so big. It's you.
No, some of them have been finding the Norwegian. That's what they want to know. Will it make a difference? Will it? What's make a difference first? It's touched our hearts.
Really? Yeah, in Germany.
Very well done. Thank you so much.
Showing us us.
Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was great.
You make a difference in life.
Yeah.
All of you, each of you.
Thank you, Emma.
You will make a difference in this world.
And you helped us so much. Without you, we would have nothing. We'd just be a whole bunch of people speaking languages. That's it. That's all we are without you. Thank you.
Δεν μπορούσα να καταλάβω. Και τότε κατάλαβα πως με προειδοποιούσε για ένα αμάξι που ερχόταν κατά πάνω μου.
मुझे हर उस चीज़ से डर लगता जो मुझे जंग की याद दिलाती थी। मुझे तो गुस्ल खाने जाने तक डर लगता। अगर मैं गुस्ल खाने में कैद होती और मुझ पर बम गिर जाता तो
ولأنه كمان بدي يكون أول واحد بيعرف إذا رح يصير في حرب على غزة ولا لا.
Instead of music and acting schools, Gaza became a school for shooting and murder.
Carrément sur sa propre planète. Je veux dire, pourquoi est-ce que ma mère avait besoin de me répéter les choses que j'avais vues de mes propres yeux? Ça, je ne le comprends pas.
I want to be a lawyer so that I can defend the people who have been victimized. Because I feel that Gaza is 100 countries and 1.5 million presidents. You won't find more of them than in the empire of Gaza.
Vana vose vaimfarira. Ainga akadzikama. Aitora mari yake. Yanenge apiwa na baba kuti ashandise. Opaini. Vanhu vose vaimfarira. Shamwari dzake dzaiuya kuseni. Oenda nadzo kuchikoro. Vaibuda vachimhanya sezvipembenene zvinobhururuka. Ndege dzemaIsraeri dzaive mumhepo. Rusha rwechikopokopo rwaita kunge chikara chamirira kuda kubata nyama yacho. Moto yevanhu vaitsvagwa yaifamba mumugwagwa weyomuko. Zvipembenene zvaive pedyo nayo.
It's been more than a year since we've been talking about the war. We lived it and we continue to live it each day in detail. Because the phone, the TV, and the doorbell are all things that remind me of the war. And I don't like them. You know, I even threw away my mobile. And what I'm most scared of is being alone. I think, what would happen if a war starts and I'm alone? Who will protect me? And when I'm with the family, I think, how would I protect them?
Was mir aber Hoffnung gab, war die Liebe der Menschen, die uns nicht allein gelassen haben. Kein Moment. Gaza ist voller Liebe.
These young people are going to be leaders tomorrow. And already some of them are. They are change makers. They already have started in this path.
Although we have never met before and it was the first time I see these actors, we felt like united, we felt like brothers and sisters.
I just feel hopeful and grateful to be able to do this.
I'm more concerned about what's going on in the world, and I'll probably take more action when people are in need.
It has impacted my life because not only have I learned so much about the culture, but it opened my eyes to everything going on.
If we get other countries and the whole world to try and discover what's going on and work for it, that's when we can have a happy world.
I think that what Iman has done here is radical, and it has changed, and it will make a difference because it shows that children care, and young people, whatever you want to call us, we do care about the Palestinian issue, and it's raised awareness, and even if the people at the UN don't care, we do.
For the guys of Gaza.